har me hearties, it's that time again. Shear me timbers, splice the mainsail, grab your paintbrush. It's time for that lazy pirate. Har har! Right, at club again this week. More Kings of War and another game with Salamanders. So, I'm playing Dave. Say hi, Dave. Dave.
Hi.
And he's using his Northern Alliance. Go for your army then, Dave. Kind of.
Here we go. Snow Foxes, Thunder Wolves, the slightly better Clansmen with higher defense, Frostfang, not Frostfang, sorry. It's Frostfang, isn't it?
Yeah.
Overlord with Blade Slashing, Olaf, another Clansman unit with Crushing Mace of Crushing, 2 units of Elven Archers, another Snow Foxes, Cave Dweller, another Clansman, more Foxes, Wolves, Premier Lord, and he has Brew of Haste, and then a horde of Frostfangs with Staying Stone.
And I've got the exact same list as the last report. So, Gexor Skylord, Regiment of Fire Elementals, Mage Priest, Ancients, and Horde of Primes, Phoenix, Fire Elementals, Tyrants, Ember Sprites, the Pale Rider, Lekilodon, Ember Sprites, Whispering Scale Formation, and some more Ancients. We're playing the invade scenario, and I've just done my scouting moves. So, right, turn 1, I went to the Salamanders. Well, Dave gave me turn 1. So what happened? All this came forward. All this came forward. All this came forward. These were searched. All these come forward there, all these come forward here, all these come forward here, these all came forward here. Shooting, we had the Ember Sprites shot at the foxes that were there and managed to take them down. And that was it. So, turn 1 for the Northern Alliance. Right, turn 1 for Northern Alliance. So, these guys moved forward, these doggies moved into the woods. These came forward, these came forward, these came forward. All this lot shot at the Lekilodon and done 1 wound on it. These moved over here. This guy charged the Ember Sprites and killed them. These dogs charged the Whispering Scale, done 4 wounds on them. These sneaky little foxes charged these, done 1 wound on them, but then double 6'd them. So wavered. So, moving on to Salamanders, turn 2. So, Salamanders, turn 2. So, these went into the dogs and managed to waver them, luckily. Phoenix shot the foxes and wavered them. The Gekator Skylord moved over here, so he's out of the way, but he is facing that way, so no charges next turn. Over here, the Ember Sprites shot at the elves, done a couple of wounds, was it? 1 wound?
1 wound.
1 wound on them. Right, these repositioned here. The Lekilodon moved over this way, shot at the dude and put 2 wounds at him, didn't break him. Pale Rider went in on these guys, did 7 wounds, but didn't break them. Over here, the Ancients flank charged here, and with the help of the Salamander Primes, killed off the dogs. And these just backed off. So, moving on to Northern Alliance, turn 2.
Yes.
Turn 2 for Northern Alliance. So what happened? These backed off, these moved here, he moved to here. These clansmen charged the fire animals in the flank, but didn't break them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Over here, the Cave Dweller went in there and flubbed. Completely flubbed. He done 3 wounds. Everything flubbed. These went in here. Olaf used his special 12 attacks, but they only got the Pale Rider up to 7. This guy killed the Lekilodon, but he couldn't get out of range of these boys. Uh-oh. These 2 finished off the Whispering Scales. So we're moving into turn 3 for the Salamanders. Right, Salamanders turn 3. So these went into the flank of these guys, done 5 wounds on them. These went into the back of these, 9 wounds on them. Well, I think it was 8 wounds on them, and then wavered them. This guy shot off the foxes. This lot turned to face the big flying thing that's here. The phoenix moved over here. These guys put a couple of wounds on this. The giant dinosaur killed the unit that was there. These smashed up the lord. These didn't even do a wound on these guys. And these guys wavered the snow foxes. So moving on to turn 3 for the Northern Alliance. Right, turn 3 for the Northern Alliance. So what happened? These killed off 4 elementals, these 2. He just turned to face. He charged in and put 6 wounds on the Salamanders. Over here, he killed off the Ember Sprites. This lot shot the dinosaur and put him up to 10. He charged, put him up to 3. And he's done 3 on here, and he's backed off. So, Salamanders turn 4. So, Salamanders turn 4. So, put 1 wound with the shot from him. These fire elementals killed the clansmen in front of them, but only managed to advance 1 inch. Ancients got healed 3 by the shaman, and put 3 wounds on the chimera. Phoenix flew over to here and healed 3 wounds on the Pale Rider. And this little lot killed off the foxes and the clansman that was here and now facing the centre. So moving on to turn 4 for the Northern Alliance. So turn 4 for the Northern Alliance. So these backed off. These killed the fire elementals because they couldn't get through the gap there between the fire elementals and the wizard to charge the horde. So they turn this way to show their fronts to the horde and their flank to the Kikatar. This guy put the ancients up to 6 but didn't break them. Over here, these moved out of line of sight from this little lot. And all these archers here shot at the Pale Rider. So he's now on 11 wounds and is wavered. Oh, and the wolves moved back there. So moving on to turn 5 for Salamanders. Right, Salamanders turn 5. These and this one charged the Thunder Wolves, killed them. I put 5 more wounds on him, didn't break him. Over here, the Phoenix advanced forward and shot one unit of the elves, but didn't kill it. The big dinosaur backed off. The Salamanders came forward. These all came forward, but cautiously because these guys are here. So, moving on to Northern Alliance, turn 5. So, turn 5 for the Northern Alliance. This boy killed off the ancients in the end. Those guys just ran. These guys adjusted slightly. They shot at the Whispering Skull unit and done 1 wound. And these ones that moved fired at the Pale Rider but did nothing. So, moving on to turn 6 for the Salamanders. Right, turn 6 for the Salamanders. So, these have moved this way, so they're out line of sight here. The Gekatar shot it. This chap did nothing. The shaman fireballed him, done a wound, and wavered him. Over here, this lot all advanced here, and the Phoenix shot up that unit there. So that's it for Salamanders. Northern Alliance, turn 6. So turn 6. Chimera backed off because he was wavered. Dogs ran over there into that corner. Those guys stayed there. these elves shot at the Pale Rider and took him down. So, roll to see if there's turn 7, Dave. 1, 2, 3 is not. 4, 5, 6 there is. 4, 5, 6 there is. We go into 7. It's going to be quick. Right, so we rolled a turn 7. So these moved out of the way and out to the other side of the woods, so they're out of line of sight. This guy and this guy shot at the Chimera. Got it up to 12 wounds, 13 with the shattering, but broken with the first roll and didn't even wavering the second. Over here, the snake boys charged in, but only managed 2 wounds on the elves. So that's it for Salamanders. Over to the Northern Alliance. Right, turn 7 for the Northern Alliance. So these two charged in here. Got him up to 6 or 7 wounds, but only managed to waver him. And these counter-charged here and just put a couple of wounds on these and didn't waver or break them. So, end of the game. The Northern Alliance had 1 point over there with the Cabin Dweller, 1 point for those, and 1 point for the Chimera for 3. And I think we've worked out that I had 12. So this unit's in for 1 for the Phoenix, 3 there, 1 there, and another 3 over there for those guys. So a 12-3 victory for the Salamanders. Cheers for now.